allow us to discuss performance a little bit further. So, I was sitting down and I was about to start watching the documentary Film Worker because I myself used to work in film, which is a very oppressive system. But I won't get into that, maybe another time. And I was like, some thoughts started coming in. My guides were like, yo, let's talk a little bit more about performance and what that means in our lives, right? So here we are. Yeah, because I mean, I'm gonna perform because that's what y'all like, right? So anyways, performance. I was talking yesterday about pressure and sharing with you all how we are forced, and we may force others and may force ourselves to show up instead of allowing ourselves the sovereignty to choose when to participate, to choose participation over performance. Because showing up still insinuates and has a consciousness surrounding performance. The show must go on. Show up. So it denotes a type of performative aspect, a need to be seen, but not necessarily with any substance. Right? Yes, yes. So when we're expressing and experiencing, I'm going to keep going to that because I like that. That feels good to me. It's simple. When we're expressing and experiencing, we are truly mediums. We are, and you guys have heard this before, we are the main character in our story. And yes, that sounds super egotistical, I get it. But like at the same time, are we supposed to kill our ego? Because that's part of us. We still need motivation in order to live. But the thing is, it's important for us to reassess our motivations, to check in with our intentions. And for one of those intentions to be to achieve a state of balance in any present moment with whatever is being presented to us, to experiment and express ways to find balance in order to experience balance, in order to, we're those observers until we end up becoming part of the experiment. So it's good to observe. That's the pause. That's that precious pause. That is us getting into our rhythm, finding our feels, accessing all of our resources, gathering what we're perceiving, accessing other dimensions, other modes of perception. So that's what we're doing when we're observing. I'm on my bouncy ball, so I'm gonna bounce. And then we ground, we gather ourselves. We release what's not ours. We come into our own. This is when we enter that space of mediumship, being that divine bridge, that wand of sorts, right? Being that magician, because we have all of our resources gathered. We've created the space. And now it's time to express, to set the intention, to use our words, to use our mediums, to use our forms of expression, to transmit a frequency for the universe to then match so we can experience it. That's actually the whole experiment. That is magic. That's magic, and not the performative type. That's magic with a K, bitches. Okay? Magic with a K. Look it up. Anyways. So, but when we're performing, we are carrying out the roles, delivering the lines, showing up in the scenes that someone else is directing and constructing. So why not star in your own autobiopic. You are the movie, you are the story, you are the message. Your life is the documentary, you know, your life is the story. Shawty's like a melody, like that. We all carry some type of song or harmony or disharmony. Depends, like, what genre are you? What genre are you? Me, I have rather eclectic music taste, so I can be all over the place. But does that mean I'm being performative? No, I'm just experimenting and enjoying and expressing. I'm an artist. I am an artist. I'm an artistic cosmic consultant. And that's fun because I enjoy creating. Creators are mediums, are artists. We express with what is there, and we are resourceful. We work within limitation by allowing ourselves to recognize that that is a place of potential. Where there's a limitation, there is a space beyond that. That's the expansive part. That's the part that gets me excited. That's the part where I get triggered, or if I feel cramped, I'm like, there must be something amazing on the other side of that. Because whatever's being reflected back at me is just my own reservation about accessing that. My own reservations regarding the truth that exists on the other side of that. Whatever that limitation or restriction is. And so friction is me coming up against that boundary, coming up against that, limitation, coming up against that conflict and being like, tearing away at it, scrubbing away at it, holding a space as I create a bridge or a tunnel or a pathway through to a more expansive state of being. And when we're being performative, we only have access to the stage, y'all. And backstage passes are limited. So why limit yourself to a stage or a theater? And also, just a reminder, in terms of theater, there's a theater of war, folks. And where are you engaging within that? So, go beyond the stage. Just think about what Shakespeare said. He was talking about people being performative. We're all taking on roles, but where do we truly feel like we fit? Who are we? Where is that fluidity in our being? Where is that flow? Because a lot of people consider, and I'm going to play around with this for a second. A lot of people consider us changing and shifting our roles, going through the fool's journey. I always like bringing it back to the fool's journey and the major arcana. I'm sitting on my plant. I'm sorry. But we're going through the fool's journey. We're exploring all of these roles. We're experimenting with all of these roles. And we can be expressing any of those roles at any given point when it is appropriate to the situation, when it is necessary for our experience, for the terms of our experience, for what we agree to. Because again, we're directing. We are being authoritative. We are authoring our story. We're not doing some fantasy novel here. So write your autobiography. And don't be a part of someone's fan fiction. That shit gets messy. Don't ship me. But I forgot. I was gonna go deeper into something, but maybe another time. Maybe another time. But you know, it's okay for us to choose and choose and choose again and choose again and choose again. That is adaptation. That is expression. That is us seeking balance, seeking equilibrium. Because we can always start back over and be the fool once again. So play with where you are in your journey. The discipline is who you're showing up for, who you're showing up as, being self-aware and making sure that your magic isn't performative, that you are delivering and guiding and channeling through and expressing and experiencing pure alchemy. Access your resourcefulness. Resource, meaning we're going back to source, we're going back to the root, we're going back to our nature, to natural living systems, to responsibility, toward being accountable. So recognizing what we're investing in, where and what we're investing, in what and where are we investing our resources. It took me a minute, but I got there. So that is what I have for you all today. And if you're not afraid and you're willing to support, you're willing to do the work, I consider you work with me. It's as plain and simple as that. Or if you're watching my videos, don't exploit me and donate. Match my donation. I am giving out this energy and it ain't free. It costs, whether it's me or you, it costs something. I'm not here to perform as much as you all like it. So you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. But anyways, I'll see y'all same space time, maybe another time space. I don't know. We'll figure that one out at some point. But bye for now.